Women's fitness and physics sport is probably one of its kind of sport, and Goan has now broken the glass ceiling and clinched the prestigious podium place at the national level. So I have come here to Madgaon to meet this lady, and she is none other than Dr. Karishma Parkar, who won the silver medal at the recently held fitness and physics sport competition for women bodybuilders in Pune. So we have with us Dr. Karishma. Congratulations on this unique achievement. Describe your feeling when you really, won that silver medal. How are you feeling?
Thank you, Neeraj. Well, I would fall short of words to explain the feeling. First of all, this was just my second competition, and I never imagined to come second. I never imagined to bag a silver. It was out of the world experience for me, definitely.
All right. Karishma, bodybuilding or fitness or physics sport for women, as it is referred to, how did it happen? And you can take us through, your initiation or orientation in this sport, and till now you won this silver medal in only your second competition that you have stepped into. It's really amazing. So how did it all start for you?
It was a very gradual process. It started off with me being obese and me trying to lose some weight, and it was a very long process with lots of downfalls, upfalls, and a lot of those things. It started off with 1 kg, 2 kg, 3 kg weight loss. When I achieved my set goal of 13 kgs, then I thought I had to take my physique to the next level. Then I started browsing on the internet, Facebook, Instagram, and I found a lot of athletes, a lot of information from the athletes, and the sport looked very interesting to me. I felt like I could do something, and it should be in my bucket list. I should aim at something higher than just being fit. So, and then it all materialized when I met my coach, who is an Australian-based Indian coach, Harry Sandhu, and he showed a lot of confidence in me. He said, why don't you try, why don't you compete? If you're taking your fitness to the next level, might as well, flaunt it. So then I took it seriously, and that's how it happened all.
So initially it was only about losing weight and getting into shape, as you have expressed.
I'm so glad that during this journey of my fitness, I met some very interesting people, especially bodybuilders. Where I train, I learned a lot about bodybuilding, and that changed my whole perspective about fitness. Initially it was only weight loss, but I understood the science of weight loss. I understood what is more important, not just weight loss, but proper weight loss, maintaining your muscles, and how it helps in the long run. So I'm very glad I went through this journey, and many people should go through it, I feel. Yeah.
Where did the inspiration come from?
As I said, I train with bodybuilders, and the kind of effort, discipline that I see every day, it's very visible, and it's, what do you say, how would I say, it attracts you towards it. Right. So when you see people who are already achieving, it's like magnetic. You also tend to do the same thing. So that's how it happened to me. Yeah.
Never ever it has been done before in Goa by a woman bodybuilder at that level. So you were also kind of motivated by the goal that you could be the first woman to step onto the podium for Goa.
Yeah, definitely it was in my mind, and I was feeling quite sad about the sorry state in Goa, how women are moving towards fitness. I think a lot needs to be done in terms of educating them about fitness and how to go about it. I thought this would be one of the better steps to take, so that I can inspire many more women around in Goa.
Women's bodybuilding also has its own challenges, and a lot of duties that women have to do, and you're, I understand, a practicing dentist and also a mother of 4-year-old daughter, and also then having to manage this routine of bodybuilding to get into shape. So how did you juggle with all these roles?
Well, dentistry is my profession and bodybuilding is my passion, and I would never compromise one for the other, and I would always, since it's my priority, I would find time. If it has to be like getting up early and going there and showing it up at the gym, I would do that. And I have very strong support, home support as well as support in my business. I have associate dentists who help me with my patients and everything. So can't complain. Life has been very a blessed one, so I could manage doing it. Yeah.
And how has your daughter, celebrated this victory of sorts?
Oh, she loves my medal. She loves my trophy, and she showed all her school teachers that that I won my silver medal. So she's taken it very positively, and I'm hope she gets inspired with this too one day. Yeah.
So, Doctor, you notched up success in your second event that you participated in Pune, but the debut you made it at your home in Madgaon, but sadly you couldn't get a podium finish, or you were neither in the top 10 of the competition. So, was that sort of a setback to start with, or did you feel you could, change everything in your next event?
Definitely, it was not a setback. I never expected to do absolutely well in my first competition. Everything was new for me. First of all, I decided only 8 weeks back before the competition that I would take part in a competition. So for me to get everything ready and to finish myself, I learned my posing on YouTube, because we don't have schools over here, posing schools, whereas in Bombay there are posing schools even. So I thought I did exceptionally well for a newcomer, and my sir really loved what I did. So I didn't hope for of course you do feel like you should have made it, but then I took it very positively. I said, if I could do this in the first, I can definitely do a lot better in the second, and it showed. So no regrets. I got a bigger gift in the second competition. Yeah.
So having clinched the silver position at the national level, Dr. Karishma has now qualified to represent India at the Asian Championship coming up in Mongolia later this month, and she'll also be participating in an international event in South Africa. So Karishma, how are you going to plan to put up your best foot forward in these upcoming events?
Well, I've already started prepping for my championship, which is going to be held on 25th of April in Mongolia. We have very little time, so I will try to put in my maximum in terms of weightlifting and getting my best physique on stage. Well, I have great plans for South Africa, which is giving me around 4 months to prep. So I'm planning on bringing a bigger body and more muscular body for that competition. So crossing my fingers, hopefully we win something in both these competitions.
Who are you training under at present in Goa?
I'm training under Azad, Yusuf Azad Tegedi. He's a trainer in Chogles, so I take personal training from him, and I take online coaching from Harry Sandhu. Yeah.
With regards to your achievement, and these upcoming events, how has it been, with regards to arranging the finances and the monetary aspect of it, and whether any sponsors have come forward to endorse you?
Like I said, this is just my second competition, and most of the finance had to be put in by me. Entire diet and everything, supplements, it usually goes around 50,000 or more per month. Let alone the costumes and the heels. They are specific things which we need to import from abroad. So I had to get mine from Thailand or Australia. So it is an expensive sport, and so far I've been doing it with my own finance. So I haven't got any sponsorship as of now. I have approached the government. They look positive, but so far I haven't received anything. Yeah.
In Goa now, you have become the icon, definitely, with your achievement in the women's fitness and physics sports. So, what would be your advice to the girls, women working out at the gyms with regards to the competitive aspect of it, and not just to keep the weight down? What would you tell them?
Well, I would advise each and every girl and woman to take up lifting seriously. It has many health benefits, especially for your joints. As a doctor, I can tell you in a much more elaborate way to keep your diseases away, like PCOS, chances of diabetes. You can keep it at bay if you lift well, you do your cardio. It's a must in today's lifestyle, because most of us are going into sedentary lifestyle, and we need to do some activity or the other. Regarding competitiveness of this sport it has huge potential in India. It is an upcoming sport, and I feel more and more women should take part. It's a very glamorous sport, plus it makes you look strong and beautiful, and gives you immense level of self-confidence. I think if anybody needs to work on their self-confidence, or if they want to up their physique, they should consider this sport.
And there's a myth of lifting weights when it comes to gymming by women. Many feel lifting weights is not for women. So I think you are the best person to clear all these wrong notions about the sport.
Yeah, a lot of women tell me that they don't want to get broad, they don't want to look like men. If they lift heavy, they are going to end up looking. I don't think so. We are made up of different hormones, and men are made of different hormones. And no matter how much we lift, we are not going to become men. We are going to be strong and feminine, and there is absolutely no way. I mean, in fact, you should lift. All women should lift. Yeah.
With regards to training and fitness, it is absolutely important you have a really scientific training routine, and you couple it up with a really good diet. And now Dr. Karishma would shed light on what sort of a training routine she follows along with specific diet, doctor.
Yeah. So I have separated my workout into body parts. So probably on Monday, if I'm hitting shoulders and triceps, probably. Then on Tuesday, I would do my chest, or Wednesday, I would do legs. So it keeps changing every week. 5 times in a week I do my abdominal exercises, abs, what you call, for 20 minutes. And when I'm prepping for a competition, I do cardio, that's like brisk walking from 30 minutes to 60 minutes. And during off season, of course, we are more into lifting heavy weights. During prepping, we take moderate weights. Yeah. Regarding my diet, I try to eat as clean as possible. Currently, I'm basically on only chicken breast and salad, along with a lot of supplements, protein shakes, glutamine, amino acids, a lot of vitamins and stuff like that. During off season, I will be increasing my calories. I'll be having a lot more good fats and a lot more eggs, and a lot of carbs also. Right now, I'm on low carb diet. Yeah.
So are you sticking to the same diet and routine till the Asian Championship in Mongolia?
Yes, I will be sticking to the same diet till 25th, 26th of April. After that, I will be going into bulking for my next competition, where I'll be bringing in more size.
Dr. Karishma, now my final question. In Goa, we see bodybuilding competitions mostly. I think every competition is for men here. Do you envision a day when there would be a competition only for women in Goa, or locally organized by the association or fitness clubs?
Oh, you don't know how much my heart breaks when I go. I especially go to watch these men's competition, and I so wish I could take part in Goa. And we are planning on something more concrete for women. I'm planning with my other friends. We want to take an initiative at the government level to start something officially for women. And soon, I think in another 6 months, we should be having women's competition. We'll start off with small events like strength training competitions, push-up competitions, but we want to encourage more and more women into strength training. Yeah, we will do that.
To your knowledge, are there women training like you do for competition at present in Goa, and what would be their number?
Yeah, there are very few where you can literally count them. There are very few. But that has to grow, and that will grow only if we bring about that kind of awareness. Federation is also doing a lot for the women bodybuilders. I belong to IBBAFF bodybuilding federation, which is headed at India level by Dr. Sanjay More, and at Goa level it is headed by the President Sanjay Raikar and Vice President Kushali Vidikar. Yeah.
Wonderful. It was really nice talking to you, and hope you really do well in the upcoming event.
Yeah. Thank you so much for coming.